Eager and very hungry is what Coach Jasper was quoted saying in an interview this week about his team. Hello, everyone, and thanks for tuning in to Joplin Eagles football here on Jet HD Districts Edition. I'm Wes Underwood, and tonight your Eagles host their 6th district home game in 4 years and 3rd of this season, and their first Week 12 game in 34 years. That's right, folks. Joplin ended a 34-year drought last week as they continued district play against Lindbergh. It was another game to remember as Joplin scored 56 unanswered points through 4 quarters and would go on to win by the score of 56-10. The last time that Joplin played a 12th game was in 1984 as Parkwood, as they won the Class 4A at the time, semifinal game against the number 1 ranked team in Harrisonville. The Bears would go on to lose to Jefferson City in the state championship, which was played at Arrowhead Stadium. That being said, tonight marks the first Week 12 game here at Jung since 1982, when Parkwood beat Camdenton 17-15 on a Lee Markham 31-yard field goal with 15 seconds remaining in the game. Joplin will move on to the quarterfinal game against St. Louis University High School, losing 13-7 in overtime after weather delays galore up there in St. Louis. And they lost that one in overtime 9-2. And ended the season 9-2. So, this being said, here at tonight's Habitat for Humanity Restore Keys to the Game. For Joplin on offense, I keep saying it, and it proves me right. Last week they had hardly any penalties. As I recall, they had about 4. And, well, if this offense can keep the penalties down in this game during competition tonight, man, a lot could go well for this Eagles team. So if they keep it under control, play smart, I see them prevailing here tonight at Jung. As for the defense, these guys got to kick it into gear too. I mean, they have been thus far. 8-game winning streak coming into tonight. Keep up the pressure. 6 running clocks forced in their last 7 games. Just keep playing and let your seniors Luke Keenel, Nick Lewis, Jacob Boo, Hiram Morgan, and junior Eli Emminger lead the way. Do this and all should be okay. As for Kirkwood, well, I mean, it's fairly obvious. I mean, you have to capitalize off of Joplin's mistakes. Kirkwood averages over 450 yards total a game. If you can get this in gear, if you're Kirkwood, get good field position against Joplin, create some turnovers, well, on the defensive side of the ball, create some turnovers and get it to the offense.
Head coach for the visiting Pioneers,
you got something going. Well, again, defensively, you have to catch Joplin off guard here. By this, I mean punch through the gaps, stop the run, force Joplin to throw downfield. This is a bendy Kirkwood defense who allows over 250 yards a game. If this defense shows up tonight, look for a special teams battle between both, because both teams at the moment have been playing really good defense, especially Joplin here at home. In their last, well, pretty much all season. 1 loss to Webb City, and that's pretty much the keys to the ball game here. And let's go ahead and take a look at some more stats here. Go ahead and bring those in for me. Joplin averaging 40 points a game. Kirkwood 37. 150 passing yards a game for Joplin. 215 per game for Kirkwood, 225 rushing yards a game for Joplin, 250 for Kirkwood. So this will be a fairly even matchup offensively on both sides of the ball. 17 points allowed against for Joplin this season per game. Kirkwood's allowed 22. 300 yards total per game for the Eagles allowed. 265 for Kirkwood. Again, both sides here looks fairly even. I mean, on paper, these teams look pretty good. That's kind of what Joplin looked like against Lindbergh last week going head-to-head. And again, really, it's just going to have to come down to who wants it more here. I mean, Kirkwood looks good. Joplin looks good. And that portion of tonight's game is brought to you by Habitat for Humanity Restore. Their inventory of new and used building materials and more changes daily. So visit often. Let's get on over to the weather here. Bone-chilling temperatures as Joplin's going to be able to kick the ball off here, so they will get the ball in the second half. That could be big. Kirkwood won that way last week up against Eureka, getting the ball in the second half, starting off with a safety. Or actually, they did not get the ball first to get the safety. And then would go quickly to score. So it shows that if you get the ball in the second half, a lot can happen for you, though. 29 degrees outside right now with a north-northwest 10-mile-an-hour wind. As you can see the flag blowing across the field. Everything getting underway here is Landis about to kick it off, and Joplin getting things started here against Kirkwood. And there's a block in the back there, but no flag. Interesting, as Joplin was pushed from behind down onto the ground, and there's no illegal block in the back there. So Kirkwood gets a break and will take over at about maybe the 18-19 yard line here.
Referees marking the ball at the 23-yard line.
Coach Jasper in his fourth season here at Joplin, where he's 26-10 overall, 15-3 here at Jung. 2-2 in district play at home thus far, 0-1 on the road. So home is the place to be for Coach Jasper and his Eagles. Joplin bringing some pressure, his arm hit, and Kirkwood's going to come down with the grab, and that is going to be number 1, Maurice Massey, the 6'4" senior. Yes, folks, Kirkwood's got some height.
Jack Westmoreland making the stop.
I counted 10 players over 6'2".
For the Pioneers.
They have a 6'5" offensive lineman. And if you see him down there, it's going to be number 15, who's a senior, Averill Ferguson Jr. Joplin creating some pressure. Shakes off the tackle. Would have been a sack. He's going inside the 40 down to about maybe the 35, and that's going to be the quarterback number 16, Cooper Wise. A wise decision indeed, as he kept the ball there, evaded the rush, and, well, is it coming back? Flag on the field, and Kirkwood's moving back, so Joplin catching a big, what looks like to be big break here. Indeed. You can see the flag.
Illegal motion charged against the
Illegal
Pioneers.
motion. Big break for Joplin there.
Ball's being marked at the 40-yard line.
I can't remember. Okay, it is first and 15, so a 5-yard penalty. Wasn't sure if that was a loss of down or not. And folks, freeze warning in effect here in the next hour. Really good turnout tonight for the Eagles fans. A lot of community support. 600 student tickets were donated. That was an awesome story. Joplin's going to break through. They're going to knock him down for a loss. He keeps going backwards, and that's going to be number 4, Martez Jones the second. Keenel with the initial stop there, and Joplin's looking great. This defense continues to surprise. That is going to bring up a 2nd down and 15. Lots of time to go here, folks. Big gap up the middle. Joplin not wrapping up some tackles. He breaks out of it again, and that's going to be number 4, Martez Jones the second.
Number 4, Martez Jones the second.
And he'll be about a yard shy.
Barba making the final stop.
Barba with the stop there.
Ball's marked at the Joplin 46-yard line, 3rd and 1.
It's going to be 3rd and 1, and Joplin's going to need to penetrate here. And they do. Kirkwood, that is.
Number 4, Martez Jones, the second.
A little bit of
Number 29,
some information about tonight. This defense is going up against Jay Macklin, the cousin of former wide receiver for Mizzou and Kansas City, Jeremy Macklin. He is the number 5 wideout in the state of Missouri and ranked 97th in the country. So that's not too bad being in the top 100. 673 yards this season, 9 touchdowns. So Westmoreland and company will have some true tests here as they continue to run the ball because that northerly wind is so spotty. I feel like it's more than 10 miles an hour out there. Standing out there at the beginning of the game, just kind of getting a feel for the atmosphere.
Ball's been marked at the 34-yard line. 2nd down, 2nd and 5.
I'd like to thank you all for tuning into Joplin Eagles football here on Jet HD. And folks, thus far, this game's looking decent. Looking like it's going to be a good matchup here. Pressure on the quarterback, and it's going to be dropped, and that is going to be number 26, Cole Johnson, the sophomore for Kirkwood. Oh, if he had that, I think he was gone, folks. He only had one Joplin defender there. And penalty on the field, maybe? Timeout on the field? Penalty. And that's going to bring up a false start. That's going to bring up a 2nd down.
2nd and 11.
11 now for Kirkwood instead of a 2nd and 5. Joplin continuing to catch a break. Kirkwood's 2nd mistake. And in and out of the hands, and there he is, folks. Jarius Macklin, the junior. He has been committed, is what everybody said and what I've researched, has committed to Mizzou, keeping it in the family. His cousin Jeremy Macklin, who was rumored to be here tonight. I'm not 100% sure on that. 9:29 to go here in the first quarter. 3rd and 11, Joplin coming up. And they're going to take down the quarterback, and Joplin gets the first stop of the game. That's going to bring up 4th down for the Eagles. And Kirkwood's going to be forced to punt. There's no way they're going to be kicking into a 10-mile-an-hour frigid Arctic wind. 17 degrees outside, folks, with the wind. They may be going for it here. Nope. Macklin will kick. Westmoreland declines it, takes a Joplin bounce, and Joplin's going to start at the 16. Joplin offense, folks. Going to be able to show themselves off here. With a 10-mile-an-hour wind, Blake Tash could have some good throws down the field. And last week, Joplin's going to get things going on the ground here. Isaiah Davis going to break outside. Isaiah Davis with some speed. He's going to get the first down and more. Isaiah Davis taking control of the joystick. Joplin last week, 417 total yards against Lindbergh. 90 passing, 327, and Joplin's going to break free. Isaiah Davis is going to stumble his way inside the 20 down to about the 15. Joplin looking to score on their first drive. 8:35 remaining on the clock. Clock stopped First and 10 for the Eagles. First time in the red zone tonight, and the momentum continues. Westmoreland with the ball. He's going to shake some tackles. Westmoreland with determination. Touchdown, Joplin! Westmoreland shakes his defender off and says, 8:24 to go here. Joplin up 6-0 over Kirkwood. Joplin takes the early lead. Things continue to go well at home. And folks, don't get too carried away yet. Eureka had a 14-point advantage last week and gave up 25 unanswered in the second half. This has plenty of time left. Isaiah Davis holding down there. Landis up. And it's blocked. 6-0 Joplin will be the score.
Extra point kick is no good.
8 minutes, 24 seconds to go. Joplin on top, 6-0. Again, folks, we'd like to thank you for tuning into Joplin Eagles football here on Jet HD. Wes Underwood bringing you tonight's action. And if you're at home watching this, you're kind of smart. I mean, it's pretty packed here, though. But you do have the right idea being at home. But there are enough people here to keep you warm, that's for sure. Imagine if we had a few more. But the fans are filling out the stadium pretty well as people still continuing to come in on this frigid night. Jung is packed in the stands. Some fans down on the sidelines, sitting over by the band section.
Receiver, 6 foot, 160-pound senior, number 4, James Bowman. Running back, 6 foot,
and
120-pound
well,
senior, number 20, Isaiah Davis. Quarterback, 6 foot, 175-pound.
Joplin looking good, folks. 6-0 here in the first quarter. As Landis will be kicking in or with the wind. Joplin could have a rough second quarter. Joplin is going to stop the speedster just past the 20 as he breaks out to about the 23.
Number 38, Kane Drummond.
And that was going to be number 38.
Number 29, Elijah Emminger making the stop.
Elijah Emminger with the stop. Kane Drummond with the return. And folks, a lot happening here.
Referees marking the ball at the
Joplin looking phenomenal on their first drive of the game, almost flawless as Isaiah Davis rips a big one. And Joplin's defense held strong. Joplin looking good against the run, so this team may have to try and pass.
Number 4, Marquez
it's going to be rough. I mean, Joplin's main game is the run. And it looks to be Kirkwood's main game is the run. Joplin's defense looks prepared thus far. We'll see what happens. 7:53 and counting. 6-0 Joplin on top. They look to the sideline. Hand it off to the side again. That's going to go to number 4, who's going to get wrapped up, and that was Martez Jones, the second.
Martez Jones, the second on the carry. Stop by number 43.
With 7:27, it brings up third down once again for Kirkwood.
Third down at the 30-yard line. Third and Joplin
forces a 3rd and 4. Let's see what happens. The last couple times they've tried passing the ball, it's been rough. And that's going to be number 1 with the catch. He's going to break off to the side, and he'll get the first down. And that's going to be Maurice Massey, the 6'4" senior.
Super White's pass complete to Maurice Massey.
Massey was wide open there. Had plenty of room. He had to break it off to the side to get the 4+. He got a 6-yard gain there. 7:03 remaining here in the first quarter. Joplin up 6. Joplin penetrates, and the run is stopped. maybe a half a yard on the game. And that's Martez Jones the second being wrapped up by the Joplin defense. Good open field tackle.
Second down. Second and 9.
And it looks like they're going to go with the run here. Or excuse me, the pass. Wise looking to his sideline to see a new play. And they will pass. False start. Picked off by Zachary Westmoreland. And Joplin's going to decline the penalty. Joplin's ball. Well, folks, funny story. I talked to Zachary Westmoreland yesterday, and he said he was going to get me a pick, but he also told me it would be a pick six, but I'm okay with that one. Ran into him last night. Said the team was ready for this game. He said he was ready for this game, and the one thing he didn't like is it's going to be cold. It's going to be cold. Well, it is indeed. But he's taking the heat off the Kirkwood offense there, and, well, Joplin's offense back out on the field. Nice job to play under there by Zachary Westmoreland, eyeing the quarterback the whole way. Makes the leaping catch, and Joplin takes over. Going to pass it out. It goes to Moman. Moman's going to get wrapped up. 6-yard gain there by Moman.
Late pass complete to number 4, James Moman. Number 13, William Lee making the stop. Ball's been marked at the 43-yard line.
5 seconds remaining.
Second down.
Joplin's going to run. Isaiah Davis breaks open. He's going to break free. Isaiah Davis has nothing but field in front of him. Players closing in. Shakes off a couple tackles. Stays on his feet. Touchdown, Joplin! Isaiah Davis making it into the end zone. Joplin takes a 12-point lead over Kirkwood. Isaiah Davis looking like a freight train. And after this score, let's go ahead and take a look at COC action elsewhere tonight. Class 4, District 6 play. Neosho won at home versus Monette last week. They head to Webb City tonight to play Class 4 District 6 championship. My excitement is getting the best of me here. Class 5 District 5, Willard is going to the Class 5 District 5 championship. They play Lebanon at Lebanon tonight. And Carthage will be hosting the Class 5 District 6 championship against Parkview. And we have something going on down on the field. Hurt player for Kirkwood. And it is bone-chilling temperatures out there. I mean, it's dropping as we talk. Set to be around 10 degrees by the end of this one. As you can see the steam coming out of the player's mouth there. This is a first for Joplin in a long time. And folks, let me tell you, Joplin fans are wanting Christian Brothers to lose tonight, because then Joplin will have another game here at home before they head to the state championship against either Lee Summit North, Brockhurst, or Columbia Rockbridge, or Blue Springs. And it would be, as we have a flag on the field, delay of game. It'd be bittersweet to see Joplin up against either Rockhurst or Blue Springs. Blue Springs beat us here by 4 a couple years ago. Delay of game, or offsides on the defense. Okay, so what's going to happen here? Joplin's bringing the offense out onto the field. And Joplin will be going for it here instead of taking the extra point. Big player coming out of the game there for Kirkwood, maybe. Joplin gets in. Point conversion. As Davis gets in to make it 14-0 Joplin. Folks, we got ourselves a good run here for the Eagles. 5:50 remaining in the first quarter. Joplin 14. Looking to become district football champions. Folks, I mean, 14-0 at the moment.
Here, Landis taking up the ball back deep.
Joplin's going to need
Number 1, Reese Massey. And number
to get more than this, though, as we saw a 14-point deficit overcome last week.
Correction, back deep is 38, Kane Drummond.
Thanks for tuning in to Jet HD. Wes Underwood bringing you tonight's action here from the Dewey Combs Athletic Complex. And touchback. Well, that will bring the ball out to about the 20.
There's a flag on the field.
Joplin, if you're just now tuning in, goes for the 2-point conversion there after a penalty by Kirkwood. Offsides, and Isaiah Davis walks it in. And we'll see what's going on here. Offsides on the Eagles or offsides. Okay, it is offsides on the Eagles, so 5-yard penalty, and Joplin
at the
will kick it from the 35 where it used to be.
Garrett Landis kicking from the 35.
Landis will be kicking.
Again, back deep, number 1, Maurice Massey. Number 38.
Watch the field here.
Drummond.
We're awaiting the score of the Christian Brothers College De Smet game. If you're familiar with Joplin football history, De Smet was one of the last teams Joplin faced in the playoffs. Landis, not a good kick there. And Joplin's going to wrap up Kirkwood. Minimal gain. They'll start a little bit better this time. Good wrap up by the Eagles there.
Number 38, Ken Drummond, returning the kick. Stopped by number 9,
and
James
Joplin.
Boyd. And number 21,
Looking good here.
Lewis. Ball's been marked at the
Lewis
30.
credited with a
3-yard
assist.
line, 1st and 10 for the Pioneers.
Joplin will get the ball in the second half. That's exciting news. And Joplin's going to stop him for a loss. The Eagles looking to continue to dismantle this Kirkwood team. 5:27 and counting.
Second down, 2nd and 13.
Brings up a 2nd and 13 for the Pioneers. Joplin, defensively and fundamentally sound in all phases of the game. Quarterback keeper, he may pass. He'll throw it up and out. 3rd down. Nice pressure there by number 43 for the Eagles. That is Tristan Mitchell, the 6'1" senior.
Ball remains at the 30-yard line, 3rd and 13.
3rd and 13. Joplin student section getting things going tonight. 4:59 and counting. And he's going to drop it, folks. That is Jarvis Macklin. Who is not looking like his cousin Jeremy.
Macklin falls incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. The ball remains at the 30.
That is 4 drops from Macklin already. And Kirkwood will be punting away already. Folks, this Joplin defense, man. I don't know what to say. Almost a block punt there. It's going to take a Kirkwood bounce this time inside the 40, but now back into Joplin. Nope. Looked like it was going forward. Joplin's going to get things started with 4:44 to go here in the first quarter.
Take over 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 37. And we'd like to thank you for tuning into Joplin Eagles football here on Jet HD. Isaiah Davis breaking off a big run again. Stiff arms a man. He's going to stop and he's going to push forward, carrying 3 defenders inside the 40, down to about the 35-yard line. So about a 22-yard gain there for the Eagles. Good chunk of change for Isaiah Davis, the workhorse. And we're going to have a timeout on the field.
Timeout called by Kirkwood.
Man. Joplin closing in on history here, folks. If they can get this win tonight, we could possibly wrap up and get another home game here next week. We're going to have to keep a close eye up in the St. Louis area once again. You could see these Eagles in the state championship, folks. Joplin looking phenomenal right now, bringing some life back to the area. His defense, definitely not going to compare to the Parkwood team. There's no comparison there, but they're pretty close. I mean, this is fun football to watch, folks.
We'll resume play. Joplin Eagles facing 1st and 10.
The Parkwood teams are so dominant, but this Joplin playoff district team right now is something else. Davis is going to get it. He'll be wrapped up, and that's going to be his first negative of the night. The whole team.
Isaiah Davis on that carry. Initial stop by number 5, Melvin.
That is going to be
Simmons.
Melvin Simmons, the junior, stopping Isaiah Davis.
Brings up 2nd and 11 from the 36.
Brings up 2nd and 11 for the Eagles. So a 1-yard gain or 1-yard loss. First negative yardage in a while. See if Kirkwood can continue to retaliate as Nathan Blades breaks off. Speed is what he does. Blades ripping inside the 20, taken out at about the 19.
Number 6, Nathan
Joplin, first down.
As
Davis gets a much-needed break.
That's enough for a Joplin Eagle.
So Joplin looking good yet again. And wow. Joplin's going to break it free. That's going to be Glades again. He's going to spin. Nathan Glades, limber and swifty. And Joplin gets a first and goal.
The 1-yard line.
That's the 1-yard line.
Eagle. First and goal.
Man. Joplin just short there. Does it look to be 21-0?
Zach Westmoreland on that carry. Number 19 is Micah
another
Makuta
running clock by the end of this one, folks.
Brings up 2nd down. The ball remains at the 1-yard line.
Joplin's going to take it. Touchdown, Eagles. Isaiah Davis making it look easy. 20-0, Joplin. Nathan Glades paves the way for another Isaiah Davis touchdown. Man. Joplin making it look easy here at home. See what Landis does after he had a blocked kick earlier. It is up. It is good. 21-0. Joplin.
Davis with the hold. Garrett Landis with the kick. The extra point is good. 3 minutes, 8 seconds remaining.
With 3 minutes and 8 seconds.
Joplin Eagles 21.
These students in the student section and cheerleaders have gotten a workout. See the flag being ran across, and Things being shot into the stands with the cannon, and Joplin going to be taking over. It's not the first quarter's not over, folks. It's the story of the postseason for the Eagles. Number 74 trying to get things rallied up. That's going to be Jacob Boo.
Here's Macklin and number 38, James Drummond.
So Drummond and Macklin back.
Garrett Landis.
Macklin is a very good returner if he gets the ball. Number 2 for Kirkwood. One more year of high school football for him, and it's, from what everybody says, off to Mizzou. So he goes backwards. There's going to be a flag, and it's going to be a block in the back, and Joplin forces him inside the 15, and it's going to be moving further back than that. Probably about half the distance of the goal.
There is a flag on the field.
And Joplin making it look easy here, folks.
Illegal block charged against Kirkwood.
Illegal block on Kirkwood. Block in the back, illegal block.
Marking the ball to 8-yard line. First and 10 for the Pioneers.
Back's going to keep it, and he's going to get wrapped up. Minimal gain. Good chunky yardage there.
Quarterback Cooper Wise on the carry. Stop by number 42, Holden Ledford.
Joplin
marked at the 12-yard line. Second down.
Way to go, Holden!
With 2:33 here in the first quarter. 21-0, your Eagles on top of Kirkwood. Pitch back. Joplin sees it. Just shy of the first down. And may give it to him. No, it's going to be third and maybe 1.
Elijah Eminger brings up third down from the 16-yard line, 3rd and 2.
And Joplin going to wrap him up. And we're going to get a flag that may be a face mask. Or is it a sideline infraction? As the referee pushing the coaches back for Kirkwood.
There's a flag on the field.
We'll see. It may be the face mask. But he's also looking over to the Kirkwood sideline. And it will be on Joplin. The coach was very timid, asking for the flag.
Face mask charge against Joplin. Takes the ball up to the 20.
Automatic first down.
Line. First and 10 for the
First
Pioneers.
and 10. And Kirkwood gets their second first down of the night. Joplin gonna eat him up at the line of scrimmage.
Number 4, Martez Jones, the second stop. By number 19,
Martez Jones
Luke
the second.
Kino.
Getting eaten up by a flock of Eagles who was initially met
line, 2nd and 8.
by Kino. Webb City up right now, 14-0 over Neosho. Carthage up, 14-0. And Joplin got the ball. No fumble there. So I watched the replay here on my
James Boyd involved in
phone.
that stop. Ball's been marked at the 31-yard line.
We'll see it in just a second. 1:11 and counting. 3rd down and 2. Looking to the sideline yet again. No score from the Willard-Lebanon game. Quarterback keeper, Joplin. That was an illegal block, folks. And Kirkwood's going to get a big gain of it, as he was blocked from behind, folks. No vision. Wow. That was a block from behind. Now Joplin's going to have to step it up here with 1 minute, less than a minute remaining. Joplin going to bring him down.
Number 4, Martez Jones, the second.
Jones, the second.
Number 75, James Whitrow. Brings up second down from the 9-yard line.
Wow.
Second and 8.
Wow. 31 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Going to be thrown up. Offensive pass interference. We'll see what happens. It looked like a push-off. Incomplete.
Pass intended for Maurice Massey.
Is it going to be on Joplin's number 10, Deron Morgan? And it is against Kirkwood. Offensive pass interference. It's going back, folks. The ball was dropped initially, but they're going backwards. So that's going to bring up second and far. It's going to bring up a second and 23 for Kirkwood.
Second down, second and 23.
And we have a timeout now. Yard
offside charge against Joplin. Takes
Offsides on Joplin.
To the 19-yard line.
So Webb City up 14-0 in the second quarter. Carthage up 14-0 over Parkview in the first quarter. Joplin up 21-0 in the first quarter. And another flag on Kirkwood this time. And now we're going to get frustration penalties, folks.
False start charge against Kirkwood.
False start, take it back 5.
Takes the ball back to
second and 23 again. Deja vu.
Second and 23.
So I'm trying to find the Christian Brothers DeSmet score. Joplin. No running backs in the back right now for Kirkwood. They will pass. We'll get some of that back. It's going to bring up third down.
Cooper Wise pass complete to number 4.
With
Martez
10 seconds and counting.
75. Big Whitrow with the stop. Ball's been marked at the 15-yard line.
And now,
third down, third and 14.
Kirkwood will be able to go with the win as Joplin rides out of the first quarter 21 unanswered. So let's take a look here at the Class 6 District 3 bracket. Of course, number 2 Joplin beat number 3 Lindbergh, and number 4 Kirkwood overcame a 14-point deficit last week over the number 1 seed Eureka, coming out on top 25-14, 25 unanswered points in the second half. And folks, if Joplin wins here tonight, they will be taking on the winner of Christian Brothers DeSmet. Joplin hoping for a DeSmet win, and we'll play the semifinal game here at Jung, and then the state championship game. I believe it's in Columbia, Missouri now. So this portion of tonight's game is brought to you by the Habitat for Humanity Restore. The Restore accepts donations of construction materials, household appliances, home furnishings, and much more. Clear out your clutter and donate today.
We begin the second quarter with the Kirkwood
Third
Pioneers
and 14
facing
with a
third
fresh
down.
12 on the clock.
Third and
Quarter 2
14
underway
from the
here at
15-yard
Jung.
line.
It's going to be tossed, picked off by Joplin, and it's going to go back. Who's got it? I can't see from here. Joplin's going to come up big in the red zone again. And Elijah Emminger coming up big, folks. Joplin's ball. And they'll steal it away once again. Beautiful read. I believe that was a tip ball into the hands of Emminger. And Joplin. Stetton. And Westmoreland looking for a penalty there. Pass interference. He was on top of him.
Zach Staten pass intended for Zach
So Zach Staten trying to come up with a trickery play there. Pretty good draw up by Coach Jasper. Just didn't benefit from
at
it.
the 47-yard line.
Thinking outside the box. I like it. Joplin going to try to pound it. Kirkwood's going to hold him up, and that's going to bring up a third
Number 20,
down and
Isaiah
10.
Davis on that carry. Number 23, Cameron Bacon involved in the stop.
And with 11:18
Brings
here
up
in
third
the
down.
second quarter, 3rd and 10 for the Eagles.
3rd and 10 at the 47.
47-yard line. Tash passes over the hands of Westmoreland.
Link Tash pass intended
And
for
Joplin's
Zach
going to be forced to punt for the first time tonight.
That'll bring up 4th down, 4th and 10. The ball will remain at the Kirkwood 47-yard line.
And we'd like to thank you for tuning into Joplin Eagles football here on Jet HD. Christian Brothers has a 14-7 lead over at the minute over DeSmet Jesuit. Ooh, almost blocked. Fortunate enough for the Eagles. It's going to take an Eagle hop. Inside the 20, down to the 15. To the 14-yard line. Takes an Eagles bounce after nearly being taken by the hand of the Kirkwood defender there. So Christian Brothers Cadets,
from their own
DeSmet Jesuit Spartans in a 14-7 matchup right now. Still in the first quarter of that game. No, just started the second quarter. It is DeSmet's ball. And Joplin's going to stop him. Gain of about 4 there.
Martez Jones the second on that carry.
Jones the second.
Number 19, Luke Keenel. Number 42,
Stopped by
Holden
none other than
Ledford also
Luke
making
Keenel.
the stop. Brings up 2nd down.
Second and 6.
18-yard line. 2nd and 6.
Joplin needs another retaliation here. They'll break it up the gut there. He may break free. And Joplin's going to take him down at about the 50. With the wind at their back now, things could go in favor of Kirkwood here.
Credit with a stop at the 48-yard line of the Pioneers. 1st and 10 for Kirkwood.
Things looking good here for Kirkwood at the moment. As Joplin stopped him both times inside the red zone. Joplin's going to eat up the running back here. They're going to try to rip it out of the hands of Maurice Massey.
Martez Jones, the second stop by number 19, Luke
Keenel coming up big.
Ball's been marked at the 50-yard line, 2nd and 8.
With 9:36 and counting here in the second quarter. They're going to pass it downfield. Number 2, Macklin. Wide. Oh! Did he have that? He did not have possession going out of bounds, and they're going to give it to him, folks. He juggled that and stepped out of bounds, but no replay.
Macklin stepping out of bounds.
And no judge down there at all.
At the 16-yard line.
Wow.
And that's enough for Kirkwood Pioneers.
It'll be a first down for the Pioneers. 21-0 lead Joplin, 9:27 to go. Joplin's going to penetrate through, and a flock of Eagles is going to assist in taking down the running back. Loss of 1 on the play, and he's hurt.
Initial stop by number 54, Dylan Weimer.
Martez Jones II getting up gimpy there.
Ball's been marked at the 17-yard line, 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 from the 17. Joplin's defense. Ooh, in the face mask, and he's angry with himself there.
For number 11.
That was going for Brock Sandbarth. 6'1" senior, wide open in the end zone.
At the 17-yard
hits
line,
the face mask.
3rd and 11.
That will bring up a 3rd and 11 for the Eagles defense here. Joplin looking to stop. Almost picked off again. Nice stop by the defense there. Is that Imminger again? Eli Imminger acting like a shutdown corner.
Brings up 4th down, 4th and 11.
It's going to bring up 4th and 11.
From the 17-yard line.
At this point, you got to go for it. It's the district championship. And Wise knows that. They're going to go with the mismatch. And Joplin gets a turnover. Nowhere near. Joplin playing good defense there. Getting the corner. Joplin wins that battle. 1st and 10 for the Eagles at the 17-yard line. And they'll get to try it here again, folks.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 from their own 17-yard line.
8:48 to go. 21-0 Joplin. Davis. Gonna get, he gets leveled. Ouch. Are they gonna get a flag on that one for roughing, a roughing call? Not roughing the passer.
Isaiah Davis on that carry. Number 23 is Cameron Macon involved in the stop. There is a flag on the field.
Helmet. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Indeed it is. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Kirkwood. And that's an automatic first down for the Eagles. 15 yards, move the chains.
Unsportsmanlike conduct charged against Kirkwood.
You kind of wondered. I mean, that was a big hit.
That's enough for a
Normally in the Madden game, you use that as a truck stick.
1st and 10.
He was going backwards already, and boom. Oh, yeah, I just saw the replay. Right to the face mask. Good call. Good call. Tash rolling out. Tash is going to throw it. He's going to find his man. Westmoreland going to step out of bounds. Joplin moving the ball slowly, but surely another first down.
Westmoreland, number 16, is Cooper Wise.
And the Eagles are going to get it out to about the 45-yard line.
5-yard line. That's enough for a Joplin Eagle.
Joplin Eagle first down.
1st and 10.
1st and 10. Kirkwood showing blitz. Westmoreland. Oh, man. All sorts of stuff going on there. Folks, Webb City up 28-0 over Neosho. Carthage up 27-0 over Parkwood. Or excuse me, Parkview. Yeah, Parkwood would never let that happen. I know. 8:13 to go.
Illegal block charge against Joplin.
By the Eagles. Replay
That takes the ball back to the 33-yard line. Replay first down.
First and 22, 12-yard penalty.
First and 22.
Counting. Davis. Going to gain about maybe 4 back. They're catching on to the run game of the Eagles.
Isaiah Davis on the carry, number 15.
I'd like to thank you for tuning into Joplin Eagles football extended edition.
At the 36-yard
district
line.
Coverage.
Brings up second down, second and 19.
7:43 to go here in the second quarter. Second and 19 for the Eagles. Tash airing it out. And Moman out of bounds.
Great
the
pass
ball
pass
was, but
intended for
Moman was
James
right there.
Moman. Falls incomplete. Brings up third down, third and 19 from.
Bring up third and 19.
36-yard line.
Joplin may have to punt again here. Joplin's red zone defense has been phenomenal thus far. Coming away with a pick. And a stop, and Tash is going to get wrapped up, and he's going to get sacked.
Quarterback Blake Tash taken down by number 15.
Number 15.
Ferguson Jr.
Averill Ferguson Jr., the 6'5" senior.
Ball's been marked at the 25-yard line.
Say.
4th and 30.
At the moment, 21-7. Christian Brothers taking a 14-point lead. Westmoreland kicking it. Decent kick. Macklin's going to fumble it. And Joplin is going to be right there to down it.
Westmoreland punt. Down by number 1, Reese Massey.
That was Massey. It looked like 2
Pioneers will take over.
And I've got the bird's eye view.
First and 10.
So first and 10 from the 38. In and out of the hands of Massey.
First and 10 from the 39-yard
right there.
line.
Massey was right there. And he took it off the chest, which is not what you want to do in a cold weather game. Joplin's defense going to wrap him up big there again after maybe a gain of 3 or 4.
Number 4, Martez Jones the second.
Martez Jones the second getting a lot of work in tonight.
Brings up second down from the 42-yard line.
Folks, don't get me wrong.
Second and 7.
Joplin's going to have to come out trickery in the second half. And Kirkwood's probably going to be airing it out. No doubt about that. 6:22 remaining. Quarterback keeper. He's going to go up the middle. He's going to be met by number 1, Zachary Westmoreland, who just accepts him and welcomes him and gives him a big bear hug.
Wide, stopped by number 1, Zach Westmoreland. Ball's been marked at the 44-yard line of the Eagles. First and 10 for the Pioneers.
And folks, we do have a very good turnout tonight. Kirkwood even has a really good turnout. I'm impressed with how many are over on the Kirkwood bleachers, as you can kind of see that already. So they're going to get the first down. It's going to be number 4, Jones the second. 5:44 and counting. Joplin has not scored since the first quarter. Folks, Christian Brothers is going to be hosting the game next week. I can just tell you that. 28-7. They have had 21 unanswered. Middle of the second quarter there. Joplin will finally be traveling, so we'll see how that goes if they get the win here. That's going to bring up third down. Third and about 5.
Number 11, Brock San Buffy.
maybe
Number 22, Simeon Barba making the stop at the 36-yard line. Third down. 3rd and 3.
I'm going to say 3rd and 3. I agree with the answer there. Wide open's number 4. Westmoreland's going to wrap him up and tackle him. He'll be called down.
Number 4,
And
Martez
Kirkwood
Jones,
marching
the
down the
second
field
on
again.
with the reception. Zach Westmoreland making the stop. Referees marking the ball at the 29-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Pioneers.
Jones the second is going to get that little dish out. Wise looking to the sideline again. Checks to see what's going on. Jones the second with the ball. He's going to run. He's going to get stopped by a flock of eagles. Jaden Withrow, the senior, re-enters.
Number 4, Martez Jones, the second on the carry. Stopped by number 19, Luke Keenel, and number 74, Jacob Booth. Brings up 2nd down from the 24-yard line, 2nd and 5.
Jones the second is going to get it again. He's going to get wrapped up again by the flock of eagles. It takes almost the
Number
whole
4,
team to get him
Martez
down.
Jones, the second. Stop
Martez Jones
initially
the second
by number 1, Zach
is well rested
Westmoreland.
in this defense who's been out there for quite some time now, not getting very much time off.
Ball being marked at the 13-yard line. That's enough for
3:56 and counting.
Pioneers first down.
If Joplin could hold on to a 21-point lead going to half, if they could get one more score before half, feels the pressure. Joplin going to get back there, sacked by the Eagles. 2nd and 10.
Quarterback Cooper Wise on the carry. Stop by number 54, Dylan
Weimer with the tackle there.
Second
And a loss
down
on the play. So a
from
yard
the
lost by Dylan Weimer.
14-yard
2nd
line.
and 11
Second
from the
and
14.
11.
3:26 to go. Offsides on the defense. And that's going to move him closer, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
Offside charge against Joplin. Ball's been marked at the 9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 6. 3:15 to go here in the second quarter. Jones the second. Look to be stopped. Touchdown, Kirkwood. Indeed, with 3:01 to go. And
Number
Kirkwood's
4,
now on the board.
Martez Jones the second. Carrying the ball to the end
Scored by
zone
Jones the second.
for a Pioneer touchdown.
We await the kick here. And it's
Robert Green holding,
Good.
number
So
45. Caleb
21-7.
Berry kicking. The extra point is
3:01 to go
good. 3
here.
minutes, 1 second remaining in the second quarter to score. Joplin Eagles 21.
Trivia questions for all
Kirkwood
tonight.
Pioneers
Only the diehard
7.
fans are going to know this one. Get halftime to think on it. I did a lot of asking around and research and looked at some old newspaper articles. Got some people to help me out here with this one for sure. There's a tough trivia question this week. I mean, I've known. I knew 5.
Number 45, Caleb Berry
Of the
teeing up the
last
ball. Back
7
for
coaches for
Joplin
the
is number
Eagles,
6,
so
Nathan Glades, and number 1, Zach Westmoreland.
that's a little bit of a hint. Joplin packed. Student section full. 600 student tickets purchased tonight. as Westmoreland's going to break up the side. He's going to break some tackles. He's going to get a key block there. Westmoreland going to break it up to the 50. And big momentum there for the Eagles as Westmoreland's going to be inside Kirkwood territory to start things off. Now Joplin just needs to eat some time off the clock to go into the half with either a 14 or 21-point lead. Here in a couple minutes, be giving you guys the trivia question. Y'all feel free to answer over halftime. It's each and every game. Oh, it is 28-14 now. Desmet Jasut and Christian Brothers.
Illegal block charge against the Eagles.
It's only a 14-point game now.
Referee's marking the ball at the 34-yard line, 1st and 10 for Joplin.
Penalty on the Eagles there. And Tash is going to go down. So Kirkwood starting to come alive here. Wow.
Quarterback Blake Tash on that carry.
So Tash.
Timeout called by Kirkwood.
Kirkwood calls a timeout. Tash almost losing the ball there if you weren't paying attention. Almost a muff snap. It went a little high, or else Tash would have been gone. But he had to catch the ball and take some time.
License plate DA1 B7K. You're parked on Jackson, and you need to move it immediately.
Wow. Big momentum killer there for the Eagles.
Elantra, DA1 B7K. You need to move that car.
Go ahead and look at some other scores while we have some time here.
Blocking.
Webb City. It's halftime there. 28-0 over Neosho. Neosho, a hard-fought season, overcoming a horrendous season last year. To come back and go to the district championship, kudos to Neosho. Well-coached program. Joplin struggled against them, that's for sure. Joplin prevailed in that game. And second quarter, that's going to be tipped and down. That's going to bring up a third down. Carthage up 27-0 over Parkview.
Bring up 3rd and 16. The ball remains at the 28.
Another team that helped us out, Ladue Horton Watkins, beat this Kirkwood team to help Joplin lock up that number 2 seed. And Kirkwood, team that helped us. Westmoreland's going to get it. He's not going to be able to shake anything away there. And Joplin just needs to kill some time off the clock here. Take the 25 down as much as possible, maybe even call the timeout. Take 25 seconds off that clock because Kirkwood's on fire now.
4th down from the 29-yard line, 4th and
4 straight stops for Kirkwood here.
Timeout called by Kirkwood.
Things just got interesting on both sides here. The Smet just suit the Spartans. Wouldn't that be interesting if Joplin took on the Spartans?
Immediately, DA1 B7K.
Wouldn't that be interesting? 14-7, 14-7. First quarter, second quarter. As DeSmet has a good returner. And I'm reading a fan chat comment there. It says, please kick the ball to the end zone. Please. Because they know that they have a good return man there. Kirkwood is now out of timeouts. Nice kick. Good spin. Joplin bounce. Oh, no. Oh, no. Number 19 making a mistake there. Keenel. Not many mistakes from Keenel, but he should have let that roll as he takes it into the hands. Joplin's defense needs a breather here, folks. Kirkwood is a team that comes from behind, as we found out last week for sure. If Joplin doesn't capitalize, things could go the other way. And Joplin's defense with 2:21 to go. And he's going to get eaten up by the Eagles. That's going to be a yard loss on the play, maybe back at the line of scrimmage. And Macklin looked to get something going as he crosses back and gets eaten up. So I'll bring up 2nd and 10, 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Wes Underwood bringing you tonight's action from the Dewey Combs Athletic Complex. Joplin almost forcing, oh man. And well, the lead is now cut to 7 as Maurice Massey. Wow. As Macklin and Jones II flying around like eagles down there, mocking Joplin. 21-14, and folks, we were in for a ball game, and here it is. Grab some popcorn. We're finally going to get one. 21-14.
Robert Green holding. Caleb Berry kick is good.
So 21-14 confirmed.
In the second quarter to score. Joplin Eagles 21.
Joplin not being able to score offensively. Look to get things going. And well, on this frigid night, Kirkwood beginning to heat up so they don't go cold. And Joplin going cold after being red hot in the first quarter. And Joplin may have gotten a little bit ahead of themselves.
Back deep for Joplin is number 1, Zach Westmoreland, and number 6, Nathan.
So Glades and Westmoreland are 2 fastest. As we await the kick. 1:39 to go here in the second quarter. If Joplin can take that 7-point lead into the half, maybe even more, that'd be great. Westmoreland going to break free again. He's going to cut to the side. He's going to hurdle a couple of guys. He's going to spin. Be taken down at about the 29.
Return number 5 is Melvin
with a minute and 30 to go. 21-14.
Referees marking the ball to 29-yard line.
And 14 unanswered points after Joplin had 21 unanswered. Kirkwood comes back with 14 of their own here in the second quarter. Tash back, he'll pass. Westmoreland with a lot of room. Oh, he does a cut there. If he would have just kept going, he had it. He could have got about 5-10 more yards. He'll get the first down, stop the clock, be able to look for a play, get set. They want him to get set here as I hear the coaches screaming. 2 rooms down. 1:17 to go. Joplin hands it off to the sneaky Glades. Glades going to break through. He's going to gain some yards, and he'll get almost to the first down marker. Joplin's going to need to hurry here. Field goal is not an option going into a 10-mile-an-hour wind. Joplin just needs to get a first down to stop this clock with 53 seconds and counting. Cash is going to air it out. That's going to be in and out of the hands. Pass interference on Kirkwood. Joplin may get the ball inside the 20 here. This could be very big. Or was it on Joplin?
Pass interference charged against the Pioneers.
Is someone declining? What's going on here? Blades comes hustling off. Is that where the pass interference was? That should be a spot foul, but okay. We are awaiting what's going on.
Following pass interference call. Referees marking the ball at the 31-yard line. That's enough for a Joplin Eagle.
Joplin Eagle first down, so not a spot foul. 45.5 on the clock. Joplin. Westmoreland wide open over the middle. Westmoreland gets the first down and a little bit more. Joplin inside the 20 now. 38 seconds left.
Westmoreland with number 30. Tucker Bass making the stop. Ball's marked at the 20-yard line.
Joplin's going to run it here. He's going to break free. Touchdown, Isaiah Davis. Joplin reclaims a 13-point lead with 27.3 left on the clock. Isaiah Davis making it look easy yet again. It's been a while since they've seen him. Landis lines up for the kick. Again, it continues to be 28-14 to Smith-Jesuit, trailing Christian Brothers. It's up and good. And Joplin with a much-needed touchdown after 14 unanswered. 28-14 Joplin.
Kirkwood Pioneers, 7.
And folks, we have a good one here.
Correction, Kirkwood Pioneers 14, Joplin Eagles 28.
So Joplin looking good there. As we got some action behind the stadium right now with Joplin Fire Department. Something's going on behind the stadium as we've got 3 fire trucks back there. Hope everything's okay. Is there a fire? Is someone down on the sideline of Kirkwood? 27.3 seconds remain. Joplin's going to get the kickoff there. And Joplin doesn't get there in time, and Kirkwood's going to get phenomenal field position here. Well, let's go ahead and get to our third quarter trivia question and get it out here before halftime with 27.3 seconds remaining. Can you name at least 3 Joplin head coaches prior to Coach Jasper, but also after Dewey Combs? Because that's about as far back as I got. That question again is, can you name at least 3 Joplin head coaches prior to Coach Jasper, but after Dewey Combs? There have been 6 coaches since Dewey Combs, 5 before Coach Jasper.
Backseat number 1, Maurice Massier, number 38, Kane Drummond.
If you can name at least 3 of those, congratulations. Joplin's going to have to kick again. A lot going on behind the stadium right now. I'm kind of focused on that. We've got sirens, flashing lights. Hopefully something's not too bad over there. Emminger coming up behind. Joplin's going to stop him. 3 Eagles to take him down. And that's going to be number 13, William Lee, the sophomore.
Number 23, Trayshawn Thomas making the stop. Referees marking the ball at the 36-yard line, 1st and 10.
I do like some of these answers coming in. I don't quite know about Ketchum. Kirkwood's going to get the ball here and run it. And that may be an illegal block. We'll see. It might be on Joplin with 11.5 to go here in the second quarter. Joplin 28, Kirkwood 14. Joplin ball to start the second half. Some of these answers coming in. Definitely answered that right away in the third quarter.
Illegal block charge against Kirkwood.
Illegal block on Kirkwood indeed, so it's going back. So yes, police department, fire department, something going on behind Jung right now.
Brings up 1st and 4.
9 minutes to go. Or excuse me, 9 seconds to go. And Joplin's going to stop them here. As Martez Jones II is stopped, and that will bring us to halftime. And folks, Joplin's going to hold on to the 14-point lead and get a much-needed rest on defense. And we will take it to halftime. So with the whole second half to go, Joplin on top, 28-14 at halftime. See you guys back here in about 15 minutes on Jet HD.
Now coming out of the field, we have the Joplin High School Band. Drum majors, are you ready? You may take the field. Joplin High School Eagle Marching Band.
We could have put some ice cream on those. Oh, we don't have one. I mean, we can snuggle and warm up. When he played soccer. when he played soccer. He said they didn't let him play soccer. So that's because he couldn't get the people to ball.
And welcome back to Joplin Eagles football here on Jet HD West Underwood. bringing you action from the Dewey Combs Athletic Complex here at Jung Field. 28-14. Your Eagles on top by 14. And as your Eagles come back out onto the field, as you can see there, number 10 leading them out there, Ron Morgan, the senior, had a pretty good night tonight playing defense thus far. 14 points surrendered by this Joplin defense tonight. Not quite used to being this close in the game yet for a while. But Joplin holding in there, scoring late and keeping Kirkwood from scoring just before the half. And, well, again, it's 28-14. The story was Joplin went up commandingly 21-0. Kirkwood owned the second quarter, allowing Joplin to score late. And, well, Kirkwood's awoken, and we have a 14-point ball game. But the story is here, can Joplin hang on to the ball and do what they need to do here in the second half? And Joplin will be getting the ball to start the second half. So, that being said, things have settled behind the stadium. Nothing said about what happened. Had a lot of questions about that, and I questioned myself. I don't know any further detail than what we've seen. So, the stadium is packed tonight. You can look down below, full student section just by the heads. I mean, we might be able to get a pan shot here in a moment of what this stadium looks like. Let me tell you, though, folks, not a single person hesitated at halftime to leave the stands and go warm up. Bathrooms were inside and outside full. People were trying to get into the concession stands to warm up, and I mean, that makes us happy here in Joplin, as we have so many people here tonight that it's hard to fit them all in to what normally holds some of our crowd. And a lot of people here tonight, hand warmers given out by Four State Ortho, and it's been pretty cool to see the outcome of this community. These Joplin students definitely loving it, and are the ones who actually really asked for this week. As Kirkwood does jumping jacks going into the huddle. I mean, do anything to stay warm at this point. Joplin jogging. Again, we'd like to thank you for tuning in to Joplin Eagles football here on Jet HD. A lot happening this week around Joplin Nation is, well, I mean, this is really the first time since things have been booming here since around 85 and the 80s in general for Joplin. Swim team went to state today. I do not know the outcomes of that yet. They had quite a few members going with Coach Stauffer. Joplin's soccer team won districts last week, and Joplin's cross-country team had a couple of state qualifiers at state last weekend, and Bruggeman and Northcutt. And a lot of things going on. Notable alumni for Kirkwood, we talked about Macklin down there. Well, Jeremy Macklin, former Mizzou standout player. Michael Pruitt, current Tennessee Titan, tight end. Originally drafted by the Vikings in the 5th round. Some good talent coming out. Pitcher for the Cardinals, Bron Willis, 1966 to 69. Had an ERA of 3.32 and played for the Cardinals. Sadly, his career came to an end after a struggle with cancer, had a brain tumor. And actor Scott Bakula, who's on NCIS New Orleans as Dwayne Pride. Well, let's hope Joplin can take some pride here in the second half and do something, as they'll be going against the wind to start things off. Westmoreland will get it. No, that's Glades. And Glades will get eaten up. He'll push forward, maybe about the 20.
Nathan Glades on that return, stop by number 15.
Notable Joplin alum after good run there by Glades. Preston Lacey starting a few movies, of which I can't say here tonight.
Eagles will take
but if you know who that is, you know what he's been in. And Chris Ingle of Never Shout Never, an indie pop band. Actually went to school with him. It's pretty interesting growing up with a guy who would become pretty famous. So Joplin's going to pass the ball off there. Just short of the first down, and that will be for James Moman.
Late pass complete to number 4, James Moman. Number 13 is William Lee making the stop.
That was an awesome job by Moman to just duck and dive there.
28-yard line, 2nd and 2.
NASCAR driver Jimmy McMurray, who won the Daytona 500 back in 2010, also helped out with Joplin during the recovery process after the tornado. Glades is going to speed out to the outside. He's going to get the first down. Oh, man, where? Oh, another penalty on Kirkwood, 2 in a row. Maurice Massey just throwing a Joplin defender to the ground, and Glades getting taken down by the neck brace.
There's a flag on the field.
Wow. 2 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties there, and Kirkwood's coming out dirty. Joplin's going to definitely get that, and that's going to fire up Joplin's offense. As you can see, number 54, you can't do that. And that's going to be Dylan Weimer, the senior. That's a 15-yard penalty, folks, and man, you definitely can't do that. Wow. I mean, they just took both of those players, grabbed them by the neck, and threw them down. If that's how you play football in St. Louis, that won't fly here. Get back to that trivia question here in a little bit, either after the score or change of possession. Davis going to take it. He's going to run up the gut. Davis going to break free. He's going to get inside the 30, down to about the 32. He'll take that to about actually the 23-yard line. And Joplin making an impact here early. Joplin could do another 21 unanswered. I think this game could pretty well be sealed up. Davis going to shift to the outside. Davis going to get rolled around and taken down inside the 10. Be about the 6-yard line, and Joplin looking like they're going to score quick here.
The 7-yard line, that's enough for a Joplin Eagle.
That'll be a Joplin Eagle first down with 10:46 remaining here in the third quarter. Joplin 28, Kirkwood 14, and we have a flag. This will be the second offensive penalty on Joplin. No, it's on the defense.
Offside, charge against Kirkwood.
Offside's on Kirkwood, so Joplin will still continue to just have one tonight on the offensive line. Matt Crane teaching his boys some patience. And we're loving it here in Joplin.
First and goal.
10:35 remaining here in the third quarter. Isaiah Davis, touchdown, Joplin. Joplin's going to take a 34-point advantage here, making it 34-14. Getting ready to go up by 21, folks. With 10:28 remaining here in the third quarter. A lot of football left to be played. There's no doubt about that. Hopefully Joplin's defense wasn't off the field for too long. Definitely got to warm up in the locker room, got things flowing. As they were on the field pretty much that whole second quarter. And Joplin's going to start things off here with a bang, so make that 35-14. Joplin on top. So back to our trivia question. Starting to talk like Tweety Bird here. Trivia. Can you name at least 3 Joplin head coaches prior to Coach Jasper, but after Dewey Combs? Well, of course, you have Dewey Combs, Mickey Heatherly, Mike Lloyd, Jesse Wall, Doug Buckmaster, Chris Shields, and Coach Jasper. There you go, folks. Heatherly, a long-time assistant of Dewey Combs. Lloyd coming in after that, and then Jesse Wall, Buckmaster, Shields, and now Jasper. And thus far, since Dewey Combs, Coach Jasper's been so far the real deal. Took a little bit to rebuild, get some things in line. His system's finally in play, and Joplin kicks it off here. Squid kick a little bit. Kirkwood's 26 is going to get that. Joplin's going to wrap him up after a decent thing.
Number 26, Cole Johnson on that return.
That was Johnson on the
Number 13 is
return.
Anthony Ratliff making the stop.
So, prior to Coach Jasper, but after Dewey Combs,
Referee's marking the ball at the
Mike Heatherly,
38-yard line.
or Mickey Heatherly, Mike Lloyd, Jesse Wall, Doug Buckmaster, Chris Shields, and Curtis Jasper. Third quarter trivia question was brought to you by Weeside Barbecue, home of the smoked brisket queso burger, and that sounds great right now, especially to be out by a fire pit at the moment. As these teams are probably freezing their tails off down there, as Joplin's going to stop them again.
Number 3, Stephen Cameron on that carry. Number 57, Parker Erickson involved in the stop.
Again, the last time Joplin made it this far was 1985. 1982 was the last time they played here at Jung.
2nd and 5.
Kirkwood, 3-1 on the road. Hoping to make that 4-1 tonight. Joplin is 5-1 at home this season, 2-0 in district play thus far. They're currently on an 8-game winning streak. The estimated score for this one was 42-37. Could be in favor of Joplin. We could see that close of a game. 42-37 estimated score. Joplin coming out on top there.
74, Jacob Boo making the stop. Ball's been marked at the 47-yard line.
First and 10 for Kirkwood
for
there.
The Pioneers.
Good little chunk of yardage gain. Going to be picked off by Joplin. And out of the hands by number 19. Are they going to get it? He ran with it. Joplin ball. He got it. He ran 3 steps, fumbled it, and recovered. Number 19 there for the Eagles, Luke Keenel. And Joplin's defense coming up big again. Folks, he doesn't get the nickname Boo for no reason. Because he's playing peekaboo down there, and Keenel, Boo putting the pressure, playing peekaboo with the offensive line. Forced Keenel to get that interception. And Kirkwood takes their first timeout here in the second half. Joplin, 35. Kirkwood, 14. Joplin on top by 21. Joplin could force a running clock here. Not after this score, but if they get one more on top of this, 2 more scores, and Joplin's got themselves a running clock. And we'd like to thank you guys for tuning into Joplin Eagles football this season here on Jet HD. On what continues to be a fairy tale season at the moment. After this, if Joplin pulls this out, we'll be 1 game away from the state championship. 1 game away. Could face an old rival from the Kansas City area in Blue Springs, Rockhurst, Lee Summit North, or make a new foe in Rockbridge. As Glades is going to get a good chunk there, maybe 6 on the carry. Massey coming to get the stop there.
Marked at the 48-yard line. Brings up second down.
Bring up a second. 4, so it was indeed a 6-yard gain. 8:50 to go. Joplin hands it off. Gonna go to Davis. Davis gonna break free. He's gonna get inside the 40, mark his way down into the 30. Davis, the workhorse tonight, pounding it out on the ground. And he's gonna gallop to the
number 80,
30
making the stop.
after a Joplin first.
That's enough for a Joplin Eagle.
Joplin playing
First
poise
and 10
here.
at the Kirkwood.
And Kirkwood forced to take another timeout. That's their second. One timeout remains for Kirkwood with 8:43 in the third quarter. 35-14, your Eagles on top, looking to make it big. That should have been 12 men on the field. They just went ahead and took their timeout. Guess that kind of evens out. I don't really know. Folks, 80s. Since the 80s. Joplin, if they score here, has a legitimate chance to be one game away from the state championship. If Joplin makes it to the state championship, I think I'm going to go. I don't care how cold it will be. I encourage you all to do the same. I mean, support these Eagles. I mean, the games against Webb City and Carthage played so much as Glade's going to break free, and we're going to get a flag. It might be, oh, is it on Joplin? Davis is celebrating. Chop block on Davis. Oh, no. It's coming back, folks. Negate the 15-yard game as Westmoreland tries to persuade the official. So block below the waist. Joplin pushed back 10 yards after a 15-yard gain. I'll bring up 1st and 20. Glades is going to get eaten up. And they follow through after the whistle is blown and no penalty flag. He pushed him all the way to the ground after the whistle was blown. He had plenty of time to come off there, and I agree with the Joplin coaches. Forward progress for sure. Oh, my. Kirkwood playing dirty and angry at the moment. Tash is going to stumble. He'll throw it. Oh, no. They're calling that intentional grounding. Isaiah Davis is right there. Isaiah Davis was right there. Joplin, 2 unfortunate calls in a row. Isaiah Davis was right there, folks. They're talking it over. Isaiah Davis was in the zone. He is an eligible receiver. And they're going to give Joplin the intentional grounding. Wow. Isaiah Davis, as I watch this replay, he throws it to Isaiah Davis in the vicinity of 5 yards. And they're going to call that intentional grounding on Joplin as they're going to get the ball here and run. Westmoreland trying to make something out of nothing. Westmoreland does. He's gaining some yards back. Determination. Oh, man. Westmoreland wrapped up at the last second by number 38. Kane Drummond taking him down by the shoestring. And Joplin is going to have to punt. 7:20 and counting. Man, 2 unfortunate calls. Should have been a late hit. Joplin's going to get this just outside the 10. Good kick by Westmoreland there. Unfortunate there. Isaiah Davis, 2 yards away from the ball. Your receiver has to be within 5 yards. And they call intentional grounding as he was out of the pocket. He was not in the tackle box. He was just outside of the tackle box. Man. Wow. Joplin got a couple favorables early, but haven't gotten any slack since. Wow. Fake there. Joplin's going to beat him. Joplin lets go respectively as Keenel gets in there. Luke Keenel making good moves there. He swim tackles right by. 1 yard loss, 2nd and 11. Joplin's defense on fire now after that. Wow. Goodness gracious. It's going to go to Macklin. Macklin going back. He's going to lose some. Eli Emminger with the wrap-up tackle, and Joplin saying, Macklin went nowhere but backwards there. With 6 minutes remaining in the third quarter, Joplin 35, Kirkwood 14. Folks, play may be over, but Joplin is not moving on. They're capitalizing on those bogus calls. It's a 3rd and 15. Long field in front of Kirkwood here. And it's going to be dropped in and out of the hands of number 26. And that was Johnston. The sophomore, they have a lot of sophomores, kind of like the situation Joplin was in last year. Kirkwood has a lot of sophomores coming back. 5:28 and counting. Kirkwood going for it. Maybe punting here. Can't quite tell. They will. Joplin getting a hand on it. Westmoreland making something out of it. Shaking the tackle. And he'll be taken down. Westmoreland becoming super athletic tonight. Forget calling him the Worm. Call him Superman. Cam Newton-esque breaking out of tackles there.
Ball's been marked at the 24-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
Let's not go quite that far in saying that Carl Junction would destroy this team. As
Nathan Glades on that carry, saw by number 5, Melvin Simmons.
Joplin continues to drive here with 4:56 and counting.
2nd and 3.
Isaiah Davis looking to make something happen. He'll come up just short.
Isaiah Davis stopped by Melvin Simmons.
They may give it to him. We'll see. They do. First down, Joplin. Move the chains.
Referee's marking the ball at the 14-yard line.
Get it by the nose of the football.
1st and 10.
They don't even measure as they just go. 1st and 10 from the 14. 4:31 and counting. Hand off to Glades.
Number 6, Nathan Glades on that.
No whistle. Interesting. No whistle. And Glades gets help from his entire offensive line.
In on the stop. Referee's marking the ball at the 5-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 1.
So, with 3:50 and counting. Jumbo package. Davis into the end zone, lunging forward. Touchdown, Joplin. 3:37 remain. Joplin, 41. Kirkwood, 14. We await the kick. And good. 42-14. Joplin on top. Isaiah Davis with the hold. Isaiah Davis with the score.
3 minutes, 37 seconds remaining in the third quarter. The score, Joplin Eagles 42.
Joplin
Pioneers,
eyeing a state championship for the first time since the 80s. And they will be very close. Again, this game is not over. Not over at all. We will be at Christian Brothers for sure. We await the kickoff from Landis here. Joplin going to be in a good advantage here in this fourth quarter coming up. .337 on that clock. Joplin's going to wrap him up, and that's going to be number 43. Tristan Mitchell, the senior. And Joplin looking great going forward.
Referees marking the ball at the 23-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Pioneers.
So Joplin is looking to be one game away from state, as the Spartans have once again cut the lead in half. 42-21. Joplin wraps him up, and that's going to be caught by number 3 and then dropped in the backfield. Stephen Cameron, the senior.
Number 42, Holden Ledford, along with number 29, Elijah Eminger making the stop. 2nd and 10. The ball remains.
So 2nd and 10. No loss there, I guess. Joplin playing fundamentally sound ever since Carthage. Joplin's defense just couldn't get anything started in the first 3 weeks of the season, as number 43 for the Eagles trying to get these fans on their feet, get their blood pumping. Tristan Mitchell stepping up as a leader tonight. And why not? He's a senior, folks. 250 and counting. Joplin is one score away from a running clock. 2nd and 15. Kirkwood. Gonna air it out here. Just out of the reach of Eli Eminger.
Pass falling incomplete, brings up 3rd down, 3rd and 15. The ball remains at the
42-21. Third quarter. Tip by Joplin. Caught by Massey. Scrambling around. And that'll bring up 4th down. Third. It is 4th. Just trying to keep up with the scoreboard and the person down on the sideline holding the marker. And 2 minutes remain in the third quarter. So they go for the fake. Joplin gets pushed to the ground. Flag as Macklin tries to continue to play dirty. Kirkwood's theme here.
Correction number 1, Reese Massey. There is a flag on
Will it be on Joplin? Joplin's player was pushed to the turf. Pass interference decline. Macklin pushed Joplin's defender. Man. Wow. Look, folks, I grew up in the Kansas City area. Blue Springs fan my whole life until I moved to Joplin. Slowly got a heart for Joplin football, and I can tell you, they are getting gypped on some of these calls.
7-yard line. 2nd and 3.
.104 left to play here in the third quarter. 42-14.
Number 16, Cooper Wise on that carry.
48 seconds.
Tristan Mitchell. Ball been marked at the 43-yard line. 1st and 10.
Third quarter winding down, 1st and 10. Pass up top, push off. Almost picked off by Zachary Westmoreland. Nice coverage there by the two defenders, and is that Imminger coming up gimpy. 32 comes into the game, and that will be Dominic Simmons.
2nd and 10 from the 43-yard line.
And that will be Deron Morgan making his way to the sideline as he came down awkwardly on his leg. 2nd and 10, 29 seconds. Quarterback keeper going backwards. He'll be sacked. Joplin comes up big again on defense. 3rd down and 12. 14 seconds, and Joplin is going to make this go to the 4th quarter here, unless if Kirkwood wants to get something off with 6 seconds to go. And they don't. They just try to draw Joplin off sides, and we'll switch sides. Thus far, the third quarter, all Joplin. All Joplin. And Joplin into the final 12 minutes here at Jung. It is now 49-21. Christian Brothers over DeSmet Jesuit. And we can go ahead and plan on Joplin taking their first trip to the St. Louis area next week, if everything goes the way they needed to here in the 4th quarter. A fresh 12, new quarter. This is the last one, folks. They're going to pass it down the field. Picked off! And taken down by the helmet. Man, that was a dirty tackle again, but Westmoreland keeping it cool, and he takes home. Folks, Westmoreland told me he was going to get 2 picks in this game, and that's pick number 2, my friends. Zachary Westmoreland coming through. Kudos to you, man. So, if Joplin continues to play well, get this score and get a running clock, goodness gracious, they will have done the improbable. Davis. Joplin. Gonna probably... Joplin's probably just going to go ahead and run the clock here. That's the best thing you got. Kirkwood's got 1 timeout left. score quick and possibly get that running clock as Glades going to hustle. Glades is going to get taken down.
Number 6, Nathan Glades on that carry. Stop by number 3, Stephen Cameron. Ball's been marked at the 36-yard line. That's enough for a Joplin Eagle.
And with 11:18 to go, Joplin could be the district champs.
Number 20, Isaiah Davis.
So it's 42-14.
Melvin Simmons.
Joplin.
Second and 9 from the 37-yard line.
Definitely kudos to everybody else who's out there playing tonight. Lamar, Cassville, Carthage, Webb City. Even though Neosho's being dominated, Joplin's going to get the penalty there on number 76, but we get a additional penalty there, and those may offset, folks. Both teams are pretty fired up right now. Got to get the laundry off the field here in a minute. Holding on Joplin. Is it both of them? There's a flag from the backfield, and I guess it will be. As Moman comes up hurt.
Illegal block charged against Joplin.
So an illegal block on Joplin.
Ball's been marked at the 32-yard line. Replay second down. Second and 14.
So second and 14 for the Eagles. 10:20 to go in this district championship. Isaiah Davis breaking it up the gut. Isaiah Davis breaking free. Isaiah Davis with nobody in front of him, only 2 behind. Touchdown, Joplin. Joplin, 48. Kirkwood, 14. And Joplin is going to force another running clock against Kirkwood. And Joplin can go ahead with 10 minutes remaining and take out their starters. Maybe leave your defense in a little bit longer. Definitely pull out your offensive starters. And the extra point is good. 49-14. Your Eagles on top. Isaiah Davis, not known for being a speedster, just breaking through, but he gained some speed there. Caught the tailwind of a 10-mile-an-hour wind at his back, and, you know, we could go into all the science behind that, but what do I know? That clock should be running now.
Run the clock! They're giving you the signal!
Joplin coaches come out asking for the running clock already. Guy running the clock here, not too happy. And Joplin will improve. Joplin's defense wraps him up. The ball's out. The ball is out. Joplin scoops it up. Joplin coming up big yet again as the special teams forces a fumble. And Joplin. No.
The 16-yard line.
Kirkwood ball.
For the Pioneers.
Folks, that was about as clear and convincing as the other plays that they've called, and they don't give that to Joplin. Very interesting. Just some more fire and passion to put behind these boys as they make their state run for the first time since the 80s. And now Joplin creating pressure is well out of the reach of number 26 there, and that was for Cole Johnson. 8:24 running clock in progress. Joplin will force their 8th running clock in 9 games. Wow. 49-14. Can't imagine how Parkwood felt as Kirkwood gets it out past the first down marker for the first time in a while. So Joplin has not looked back since they've taken on. Neosho finally scored, but it's 35-7. In and out of the hands of Macklin as it falls to the ground. Webb City 35, Neosho 7, Carthage 27, Parkview 0. That game has not been updated for a while. I wonder if they quit taking score there. Not quite sure. 6:45 and counting. And Kirkwood making something happen.
Supervised pass complete to number 4, Marquez Jones II.
Marquez Jones II and
Luke Keno making the stop.
Westmoreland coming up a little gimpy there.
Marked at the 43-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Pioneers.
So Joplin. Defense, the story yet again. And we wonder how well this defense is going to perform on the road.
Marquez Jones II on that carry, number 76. Logan Myers.
Joplin's going to improve to 10-2.
Ball's been marked at the 46-yard line.
As they will be one game away from state. On this 8, soon-to-be 9-game winning streak.
Supervised pass complete to number 11, Rock Sanbuffy. Number 78.
8 running clocks forced by Joplin. Is there a record on this, folks? Does anybody know? Has Joplin set another record on running clocks? I mean, Webb City's had close games over the years. Joplin, with 5 minutes to go, looks to be moving on to the semifinal round. And at the moment, it looks like it's going to be at Christian Brothers, who has dominated over the last few years. And, well, Joplin's going to get, intentional grounding. Okay, now it's back on track. Because there is definitely no receiver there. And he was in the pocket. So, interesting. 4:22 to go and counting.
Intentional grounding charge against the Pioneers.
So that's going to bring up 2nd down and 28 for the Pioneers. Running clock in effect. as Joplin will be taking on Christian Brothers, who is ahead 56-21 currently. Now remember, folks, Lindbergh won their game by a bunch a couple weeks ago. Joplin has not looked back thus far. And Joplin, in 3 minutes and 34 seconds, will be the Class 6 District 3 champion. Say it with me now. Class 6 District 3 champion. Joplin will win another district event. As Kirkwood gets leveled as he tries to make the leap, which made the tackle look worse. Not a wise decision by the quarterback Wise. The story here tonight, David versus Goliath matchup, essentially. Kirkwood is big up front. 3 guys over 6'2". And then the rest of them are just over 6 foot on the line. So 5 guys on the line. So you have 2 that are just above 6 foot. And you have 3 guys there who are above 6'2". That's pretty impressive. Number 68 down there. Let's take a look. Number 68, Quentin Costello. They have him marked at 6'2". I don't believe that. I mean, they have another guy down there that's 6'8". 6'5". Averill Ferguson Jr. And 6'4" and Maurice Massey. So I don't believe the 6'2". As Kirkwood punts, and Joplin is a minute and 47 away from being the Class 6 District 3 champions. Joplin is going to become the football district champions of Class 6 District 3. Come on, continue to say it. Let's hear it, Joplin. If you're out there watching, start banging some pots, shoot off some fireworks, honk your horns, let us know you're listening. Joplin District champions. Joplin District champions. I can't get over it, folks. Will be 1 game away from the state championship. Joplin could be taking on Lee Summit North, Rockhurst, Blue Springs, in a couple of weeks in the state championship. Yes, Joplin, 1 game away. 1 game away, folks. As Joplin goes into victory formation, and the Eagles are going to be the district champions of District 3 in Class 6. I'll try to get a score here of Rockhurst real quick before we go off. Let's take a look here as Rockhurst actually just popped up. So Joplin, 1 game away from state championship. And we'll be taking on Christian Brothers next week in St. Louis. Your Joplin Eagles get their 10th win of the season on this 9-game winning streak. And it's looking great. And Joplin, the Rockhurst Athletics defeats Lee Summit North 10-3. Oh my, that was a heck of a battle. So Rockhurst will be moving 1 game closer to the state championship. And See if I can get Blue Springs here real quick. As Blue Springs up over Rockbridge 22-13. And that game should be over. So, Blue Springs, Rockhurst, Joplin, Christian Brothers are the 4 teams remaining. Thanks for tuning in to Jet HD this season. Wes Underwood, along with my amazing crew who braved the cold weather tonight. Joplin wins big and becomes district champions in football. Have a great rest of your weekend. Go Eagles!
To the midfield at the Congratulations.